not often we come back to the same joint.
No.
But after those pots last week, the Box Hill Golf Club was an absolute no-brainer.
I love their pipes.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
What are you going with? I'm actually...
A nice jumper.
What?
I love orange. No, I'm telling you, there's not many blokes that can carry it out.
Well, thank you.
You do look like a Jaffa, but
but I'm telling you, with a bit of orange in your life.
No, I like it, and I'm not being sarcastic or even demeaning. It is a bloody good jumper.
Gazman, half price sale.
Is that on now?
Oh, well, I don't know about it now, but it's pretty close to being now.
You got it on half price. Okay.
Hang on, smile, Marko. I'll take a photo and we'll whack it on socials.
It's a good jumper.
Yeah, that jumper. We'll put it on.
I will say this, for a bloke who's 53. Four. You are a very well-dressed man. You always have been. You always look good, and I know you take pride in your appearance. And when I go to your house,
it's clean.
It's neat. No, it's very, very clean.
Yeah,
don't your car is clean. You have an appearance thing that you like to set a very high standard with. Well done to you, sir.
Just on the cleanliness.
Yep.
I've got an update for you from last week's program.
Yes.
Fernando's camera out the front of the house.
Yes.
Did not pick anything up.
Especially the shit.
Didn't pick anything up. So if you didn't listen last week, someone took their hippopotamus for a walk on Sunday morning.
Yep.
And it laid the biggest Larry bird you've ever seen on my front lawn and did not pick it up.
Well, let's keep an eye out for him. I've got a couple of things on my mind today.
I know.
Now, I work with a bloke, and you work with him as too.
Who?
At Assembled Media.
Oh,
ding,
no.
ding.
Ding, ding.
Cripper.
I love Cripper. Brad's a star.
So we call Cripper because he's a Carlton supporter.
Yep.
We name all our staff members after superstar footballers.
Well, because they're superstar staff.
Of course they are.
So the first one we had was Zach, and we called him...
Petrarca.
Number 2 was Luke.
Came in, bags for Richmond. Dusty Munn. He's the Dusty of digital.
That is
and then
right.
Cripper came along, and he's a go-getter and an accumulator.
Yeah.
So we call him Cripper.
And what about when Sam came? Samantha? Daisy?
Oh, she was Daisy Pierce.
Daisy Pierce.
So everyone gets a bit of love.
So if everyone there is named after superstar footballers, what do they call you, Ox?
Exactly right. There's no nickname for me, Marko. We just come in and we're Sir.
That's it.
So we
Sir, but with no car park.
No. So Cripper comes in and tells me a story that just shocked me to the core.
Like what?
You know, and I'm not playing this up, but you know what, and you'll remember this because your kids are only young. Dan, you've got young uns too. So when your kids are born...
How old are your kids, Dan?
They're not that young anymore.
No, but if they're under 20, they're young.
Yeah, well, they're not under 20.
Okay, well, your kids are old, but they're about to have kids that are going to be young, all right?
Hey, you know something I don't know?
No. So, and you'll remember this as parents... The 1-year-old birthday party is a pretty big party.
Oh, it's a piss-up.
It is a massive party, not for the kids, but more so for the parents.
For the parents.
It's awesome.
It's the most alcohol you'll drink for a long time.
Okay. All right. It is a big day.
Yep.
And then the second birthday goes up again, and it keeps going up until they get to 18, and then it's just, we kind of slow back down.
Yeah.
So we kind of go up and down. There is a new trend that has just snuck in, and Cripper has alerted it to me.
What, for 1-year-old birthdays?
4 birthday parties. But I need to wind back the clock.
Okay.
Because can we still be friends?
Yeah.
Because his circle of friends are in that zone right now where the kids are turning
1.
No, well, they're being born and they're moving into 1. There is a new trend that is the half birthday party.
What?
The half birthday party.
The 6 months?
The 6-month birthday party.
There is not.
I swear to God, and I'll send you a photo. He's got photos of it. They have half a cake.
Yeah.
They have half a cake.
Oh, listen.
It's only half the value of a normal present, but it's a celebration of getting to the half-year milestone.
Are you joking? This is actually disgusting.
So you think about it when a baby's born. So Marko, you have a newborn. So you, as a friend of you, Marko, I'd go to you. I'd give you, say, a bag of nappies and some little toiletries.
You've been there before, clearly.
Then I get invited to the 6-month birthday party, so I've got to give you half a present. So you might get...
No, this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I'm telling you, it's like these baby reveals. So you got the baby... So this is where it starts.
The baby reveals
you got
the disgrace?
So you got the shower. You got the baby shower. So that's for the lady. Then you got the baby reveal. Then you got the birth. Then you got the 6-monther, which is the half birthday party. Then you got the 1-year-old birthday party. So by the time the kid turns 1, he's already got 5 presents out of me.
Don't forget to wet the head.
You got to wet the head as well. But the wet the head's all right because that's just a drink. You don't have to bring a present. But by the time the kid turns 1, he's already got 5 presents.
Yeah, well, this is disgusting.
Can
and it
we
has to
still be
stopped.
friends if our friends are having half-year birthday parties?
No, you've got every right to say, stick this right up your nose.
But
I'm not turning up.
But Cripper said the same thing, but I think it's his brother.
Oh.
It's his brother's kid.
So can they still be brothers?
That's it.
No. I think you've just got to just wipe him off.
It's pretty bad, isn't it?
Just wipe the
Could
bloke.
disown his brother.
Just wipe him.
I think it's pretty bad.
It is. Do you know what's behind all this? And this is being honest. Social media. Because
It's trying to outdo each other, isn't it?
got to document everything you do and show other people why you are superior and better parents.
Do you have an Instagram account?
We do, just a family one, and it's not open. It's
What do you
just,
mean it's not open?
Well, it means
Only your
our friends,
family.
and all it is we show our friends. You know,
You got mates who live in Texas and overseas, so they get to see it.
There's 40. We've only got 40 followers, and it's just this is us. You know, save us. We're here. We're there. Just lets other people and family know that you're somewhere.
Do you take photos of your food and send them?
Never. And we
What
hardly,
is that about?
We hardly take a picture at all. But usually it's just when we are together as a family and we're somewhere.
Or your kids might be playing sport. You might have
That's
a shot
right.
for goal or something. You say, "Oh, this was Kelly today.
Yeah.
He had a great day down at Xavier
So
or whatever."
it's only for people who are interested in our lives,
Yeah.
and that's what we do. But to do that and to just
Half-year birthday parties.
obnoxiously display how superior you are, if I'm Cripper,
Yep.
I'm not talking to my brother for a long period
Until
of time.
he cleans up his act.
He's on probation for a long time. That's disgusting, mate.
But they had half a cake. I'll send in a photo of half a cake.
It's
Like,
average.
How
Average.
stupid.
Stupid.
Have a full cake for half a birthday party if you're going to do it.
Hey, speaking of family things going wrong, can I ask you a civil selfishness question?
Oh, yes.
2 words. 2 words. What do you think of destination weddings?
No.
You're talking about destination interstate or international?
Yes.
Very...
Selfish.
No, well, it's also selfish, but it's also clever. It could be selfishly clever because you know you're going to get a lot of turn-downs.
So that's
so
a
you
money
save
saving.
money.
So it's a money-saving idea.
Well,
So if you invite 70, 35 are going to come because 35 just can't afford it or just can't
Doing
get the time
something
off work.
else, yeah.
So I think it's selfishly clever.
All right.
Can that happen?
Well, I think it can. It's whatever you think it is.
Have you ever been to one? I've only been to one. I went to one in Fiji and it was the greatest 3 days of my life.
I've been the one in Port Douglas, and everyone got their ticket paid for.
Oh, what? Gee whiz.
So that's the opposite.
Well,
That's the anti-civil selfishness wedding. Everyone got their...
Was he a golfer?
No.
Oh, goodness.
No, he was a dodgy real estate agent.
Get out of Johnny Rombottis.
No, it wasn't Johnny Rombottis. He's a good man.
No, we love Johnny Rombottis.
No, that's civil selfishness.
I think it is,
of the
but
highest order.
But I think it can also be clever because it's like a cleansing. It's like a cleansing of your party list because the ones that really want to go will go.
But what about if it's grandma and grandpa and they're on the pension and they've got to go all the way to Fiji and they can, they're having baked beans for dinner.
Yeah.
And they have to miss out on seeing their little princess or little prince get married. I think it's very selfish.
Yeah. I
Very,
hadn't
very,
thought about that.
Very, very selfish.
That's why we invented Zoom. Zoom them in, Marko. Zoom them in.
And if you can't afford to go, here's the link. That's a disgrace. I've got a Can We Still Be Friends?
Oh, okay.
And this is funny you mentioned dressing at the start of the program because it's about how someone I know dresses.
Oh, God. It's me.
Okay.
It's got to be me.
No, it's not you. It's not you at all.
The Daryl's cardigans again?
No,
No, it's not Daryl's cardigans.
Been going through a rough patch, Marko. Just stay with me. I think I'm on the improve now.
It's not you.
Okay.
It's not you. It's someone you know,
Okay.
and let's just say he's in the bookmaker industry.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
All right.
I know.
Anyway,
He was actually a really, really good full forward.
No, it's not him. It's not Simon Beasley.
I thought it was Beezer.
But it's somebody who has fractured away from Beezerbet.
Oh, I know it is. I know it is now.
His name's Matty.
Matty Gillum.
His name's Matty Gillum. Now, Matty Gillum has been going well. He's got a good little operation happening.
He has.
He's got a fantastic operation going. And he's a good bloke.
He's starting to go grey, a bit like Richard Gere.
He's the grey fox these days.
Yep.
And he's a good-looking man.
He's a good-looking... He's got good height.
Yep.
6'2", 6'3".
He's a rooster?
Yep.
Bit of a rooster.
He does all his operation from the upstairs office, so he's got a lot of home time. And Matty Gillum, once things started rolling for him, well, he's found home shopping. He does a lot of home shopping. Mm-hmm. Let's just say he's got a propensity for Ralph Lauren. Now, I love Ralph Lauren. Right?
No,
I like
you are the original. No one has ridden a horse earlier than what you did. You were riding that horse well before anyone else.
But even I stopped at just one item.
Yes.
Just one item. But when you are head to toe Ralph Lauren every day.
Oh, he's not wearing Ralph Lauren shoes.
Shoes.
Socks.
Shorts.
Jocks. Shirt. Jumper. Scarf.
Hat.
He
got it all.
No.
Head to toe.
No.
Head to toe.
Ralph Gillum.
Now what? Ralph Gillum.
Ralphie.
Now, I love this bloke. He's one of the best blokes you'll ever meet.
Yep.
But is it time to tap him on the shoulder, or should I just end it all? Because you can't walk down the street.
No, you can't.
You can't walk down the street.
You can't.
With someone who's head to toe.
Yeah, you can't.
Horse, little horsey dude. Anyway, it's like you're walking along with a Ralph Lauren catalogue. There he is. You just need a Lane Bennett there. I'm talking about the urban sombrero or whatever the hell's going on.
So what are we going to do? How are we going to do?
I don't know. I think it's intervention time. I mean, just go some Tommy Hilfiger. Just get some country road in your life.
Go Gant.
Go Gazman.
Yeah, Gazman.
Just a little bit of something.
He won't. Has he got the Ralph belt?
Yes.
He's got the whole lot.
Yeah, and he's got a young fella too.
Oh, don't tell me he's stocked him up as well.
Head to toe.
Oh, no.
Jocks?
The lot.
He's probably even got the cologne.
I love this bloke.
He's probably got the cologne as well.
And he didn't see this one coming. This is.
Are you an online shopper?
Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Really?
But only if I know my sizes.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing worse than getting a pair of shoes, right? And I'm on a US 11, and you might get a pair of shoes, and they're just that little bit tight, and I just can't be bothered sending them back because they're only a little bit tight. But for the rest of my time with those shoes, they're a little bit bloody tight.
All right.
And it's annoying.
So I don't buy online often.
Right.
But the other night I was drunk.
Ooh.
All right. And
What a surprise.
And the last time I was drunk, I bought the Ab King Pro. You remember I bought the Ab King Pro. This is about 20 years ago. I bought the Ab King Pro, but I knew that I had a 28-day money-back guarantee. The problem was I didn't open the box for nearly 70 days. So by the time I opened it, and it was so flimsy. Like, the Ab King Pro is for people weighted between 30 and 65 kilos, not blokes that are around 100.
Yeah.
And 20. And anyway, so I was drunk the other night and I brought something that I really need.
What'd
pair
you
of
buy?
Ugg boots.
You did buy a pair of Ugg boots.
Okay, I want you to look at this. This is my order.
Yeah. Hand it over.
All right. I would need
Take a screenshot because we'll put it on our social.
Okay, hang on. Screenshot it.
Whoosh.
I've never heard the word need can you use in conjunction with Ugg boots before.
All right, just read out the description.
2 items from the Ugg store. Ugg care kit. The Ugg care kit.
Yeah.
Women's Ugg homely slippers. Oh. You bought the women's ones. With the Ugg care kits. What, you just saw the picture and you didn't realise they were women's Ugg boots?
I bought women's Ugg boots, but I thought I need to look after him, so I bought the care kit as well.
Oh, my. How much was the care kit?
$20.
How much were the Ugg boots?
89. No, yeah, the Ugg boots are 89, but on it they said if you spend over 99,
oh my God,
you get delivery for free. The delivery was $8, but I thought, no, I'll get the delivery for free, but I'll get the care kit that'll help. But I didn't realise that I bought women's Ugg boots.
Oh my God!
So they're going to rock up. They're going to rock up next week, and I'm going to have a bit.
Have they got a pink sole or anything like that on them?
I don't even know what colour.
I
don't know what colour they are.
You got to wear them.
I will be wearing them.
Wear them in.
I'm going to be wearing them, but
wear them in.
But the sizes. Oh, hang on. Don't tell me it's women's sizes.
Yeah, it might be women's sizes.
Oh, shivers.
They're not unisex. Are they? Or are Ugg boots unisex?
I've got size European 44.
Marco, look at him on his face right now.
European 44, mate. I'm a European 45. Oh, you got a bigger shoe than me.
Look at
Oh, my God. You stupid man.
Idiot. I blame you, Cooper's Pale Ale.
Hey, I tell you what, if you have bought something that you have regretted late night after 15 beers, please send us through your story on our socials. We may even get you on if it's a good story.
Have you, Marco?
No, I don't think so. No, nothing. Oh, yeah, one time I did buy, because, you know, I love Scotty Cameron putters, and the Californian one with the high toe is the one that I always liked. So I bought one. I saw one on eBay for $150. I thought, gee, that's a good deal. It's used a little bit, but that's okay.
Awesome.
You know, I'll just keep this little one in the office. Yeah. That was the one I was going to putt with in the office.
Brilliant.
So it turned up and it was a fake. So I paid $150 for a fake one, and it was so fake. Like, it was ridiculously, stupidly fake.
Well, when the Scotty had SCOTY and the Cameron was KA, I thought that was a dead giveaway.
You know the little red things in the back that make it look fancy?
Yeah, they weren't there.
It was like nail polish. It wasn't the real deal. So I gave that putter to my kid, and he, you know, it was perfect.
I'm still waiting on 2 blow-up matters.
Blow-up mattresses?
Yeah, well, they're blow-up mattresses, but they fold out like onto a bed, like onto legs.
Oh, yes.
So I've ordered 2 of them.
Are you kidding me?
I ordered them about a month ago. They still haven't arrived. But I did get a little present in the mail.
What was that?
Just 2 little key rings. Just saying yours,
they're on the way.
Delivery's on the way, but here's just something to tide you over. I'm thinking, how's a key ring going to tide me over until my beds get there? What am I going to do? Sleep with them?
Hey, you've jogged my memory. There was something that didn't turn up. Do you ever see the ad on social media when you clean your ears, but this thing's like a spiral that goes into your ear and you just turn it and it screws the wax out of your ear?
No.
I bought one of those.
Oh, awesome. How'd it go?
3 years ago. It still hasn't turned up. It still hasn't turned up.
What do you do with stuff like that? How do you claim it back?
I know, it was the best commercial. I mean, everything made sense, you know. They show the inner workings of it when you put an earbud in there and how it damages, and your ear goes all red and little flashes of redness go up.
Yep.
Then it showed something other like jamming all the wax in, and then it showed just the ease of how this spiral thing goes in. You twist it around a couple of times.
It has to work.
I bought it like in 1 second flat. Wow, $15.
It has to
bang.
work. Has to work.
$15, of course, was US dollars.
Well, I have got one other thing on the way.
Go on. What do you got?
There's this new fat pill. Serious. I'm serious. And I'll get the order up. Mate, there's 240,000 users worldwide right now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to lose so much weight.
Oh, I can't wait to see this.
I'm going to be looking like...
Yep.
I'm going to be that skinny within a month.
You're going to be the before and after guy.
That's
You're the
me.
next one.
I'm going to be the.
You're the next dude.
I'm going to be the. Who's the guy? Who's the guy that ended up going to jail? The sandwiches.
Jared.
What was
the Subway guy.
The Subway guy. Yeah, I'm going to be the Subway guy of these new pills.
I don't want you to be the Subway guy.
No.
Not the next one.
No, but I'm going to be the skinny guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the skinny guy.
With the phone up against you take a picture of yourself in the mirror and you're pulling up your shirt with the six-pack.
If it happens, if I get to a six-pack, I'll open up an Instagram account.
Yes, good.
This is great, Ox, because buying fat weight loss pills online doesn't sound at all scammy.
No. Well, it's better than buying women's Ugg boots.
Well, that's true.
And I did buy them drunk as well.
Of course you did.
That's the problem. I reckon that most of our purchasing is done after midnight.
I've only got one question for you, actually.
Yes.
What do you do when you're not drunk? Hey, let's have a break and I'll catch you in a tick.
You're having a couple of beers with a couple of blokes. This is Ox and Marko. And when you get a sec, we'd love you to subscribe and rate the podcast.
Hey, you know the fat pill you're talking about?
Yeah.
Because I look at those ads too and I always wonder, something
I'm going to strip. I am going to be. I'll tell you, I'll have a six-pack by Christmas.
Something happens mentally. Something happens mentally when you turn 50. Like,
no, it's not mental. That's physical. Once you turn 50, once you hit the 50 peak, you've plateaued out. There is you're not climbing.
Well,
you're plateauing or you're going down the hill.
I think there's a lot of things going on when you turn 50 when you're a man. For instance, right? For instance, I've looked at those fat pill ads and I've been tempted.
Yep.
I've been seriously tempted to test them out.
I'm in. So let me be the guinea pig.
Yep.
And if I start looking like Trevor Hendy, you know it's working. You know it's working.
So, other stuff, I reckon I'm just starting to get soft. Like soft.
Oh, yeah.
I like flowers in the house. What are you laughing at?
Really?
This is it. I'm telling you. Trish goes the other day, what should we take to the, they've said, don't bring anything. You can't not bring anything. Do you know what my suggestion was? Let's take some flowers. She's looking at me like I'm an idiot.
Was it a funeral?
I don't know. No, it's just as a party, but let's, you got to take something. I love when
you take favourites.
So, I did a favour.
Take favourites.
I did a favour the other day, and she goes, "What can I do? What can I do for you?" And I said, "She said, what wine do you drink? What beer do you drink?" And I said, "No. Give me some flowers."
Jeez.
You think I'm joking? I took a photo of it.
You've
I like them
changed.
so much.
You have changed.
I took a photo of the flowers.
No, so I wasn't talking about emotional.
Oh.
I was talking about physical. I was talking about stuff that when you turn 50, getting out of bed is a chore. Going to the toilet and wiping your bottom is not as easy as it used to be.
I reckon have a think about that. We're going to come back to that later in the podcast because we're going to explore that a little more because we might want to get through some feedback first and have a chat to a caller who's called through too.
All right, well, let's get to Ross the Miner.
From North Mackay.
Yeah. G'day, Ross.
Hey, Marko, Ox, Dan, how you going?
Yeah, we're good, Roscoe. A miner. How old are you?
Don't be stupid.
Sorry, Roscoe.
Don't be stupid.
What are you mining?
All good, Ox.
What are you mining?
Coal up here, mate. Coal.
Oh, lovely.
Whereabouts you working? Because there's no mining in North Mackay.
No mining in North Mackay. I'm 2.5 hours west in Moranbah.
Ah, very nice.
Hang on. Is Mackay the pub we were talking about, the IMEO?
It totally is.
Is that,
that's
is that your local?
Oh, it's not my local, but it is a very, very good view from up there.
Is it a good
It would
feed?
be sensational.
Yeah, good feed, yep. Good feed.
What's it like in Mackay? Is there a bit of crime? Is it settled down? How is Mackay treating you at the moment?
Mackay, in the past, treated me ordinary. I had a car taken. But,
bastards.
At the moment, no, it's all good here, mate. It's a lovely city. It should move up, I reckon.
What did we get him on for?
Well, Roscoe's got a story about playing mixed foursomes that he wants to talk about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we love mixed foursomes. Tell us about your story, Roscoe.
Yeah, well, mate, a couple of weeks ago, you guys were talking about having a case of the German tanks or the Hosel rockets,
Yes.
and
Yes.
and not a good thing to have. But we turned up and playing with last year's champions. They were defending, obviously.
Tough first up.
Yep.
Yeah, we were going to be hard up against it for the day, but mate's a good hitter.
All right.
And he's turned up on the first tee and he's cold topped at 20 metres.
Nice.
I'm like, all right, this is interesting.
Every single shot in golf makes somebody smile.
That's it. That is exactly right.
Yeah, didn't do much of that one, but then his partner hit it down the fairway.
Yeah.
And then, he's set up and hit the German tank off the fairway. And I'm like, this is not great. Obviously,
How
the foursomes, as you know, you're sort of relying on your partner a bit.
That's right.
Second tee, the ladies teed off, not too bad. And then he stood up and Hosel rocket over in the rough again, straight up.
Oh.
And he's a 5 marker and he's a solid hitter. But, I don't know, something was his head that day.
I reckon you
And he didn't
intimidated
have
him.
it.
Two up after two?
It wasn't match play, but we were very much smiling on the inside, yeah. Yep.
And you got the chockies?
We ended up with the trophy, but one of the funniest thing was on the second 9, they were just off the fairway a bit, but he had a pretty straight shot, just all over land, up and out of the trees.
Yeah.
And he shanked it across a water carry.
It got over.
I don't know when he if he got the rangefinder out and GPS the flag or GPS the water carry just in case. But he made the water carry.
Unbelievable.
So there was a few laughs about that one at the end of the day.
So he said, how many shanks did he have for the day?
Well, I reckon on the front 9 he's had at least 6, and he's probably had 3 or 4 on the back 9.
So that's 10 shanks and a handicapper of 5.
5, and he didn't have any on the third 9. their last 18 actually beat us, but the front line was a high number.
He was the club champion, was he?
He was the defending champion in the foursomes.
Unbelievable. Let me tell you my shank story while we've got it here. I'm playing in the Johnny Walker Classic at Lake Carrinup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that when you got the course record?
No, this was a couple of years after I had the course record there. Yeah. So I know the course well, and I'm paired with Lee Westwood. Oh. Now, this is when Lee Westwood was having a really bad time. So they paired him with me because I wouldn't play too well at that stage either. But I really needed to make this cut. Like, I was desperate to make this cut. I had no money left. None. Anyway, we get to this par 5 and I've necked the driver right down the middle. I'm on the cut line. And Lee Westwood, he's just airmailed everything. Whooshed past me. Anyway, I've got my iron out. There's water on the right-hand side and I'm worried about it. And I've hit something that you rarely see. It was a reverse shank. So I hit it not on the hosel, I hit it on the wrong side of the hosel, and it went left. Almost between
you would
my legs.
Broke your toe, wouldn't you?
Almost between my legs. Yeah. My brother was caddying. He saw it now in professional golf. It's probably the only reverse shank that's ever been hit ever. I made par.
Oh!
Anyway,
it made the cut.
It made the cut, and as we walked to the next tee, Lee Westwood came up and tapped me on my left shoulder and goes, "That's the most amazing and the worst thing I've ever seen in my life."
Hey boys, I got one question about Dan for you two though.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
If Dan's getting around the supermarket eating the grapes,
yes.
Do you reckon when he turns up to a barbecue with a 6-pack, he goes home with a 6-pack?
Certainly.
Of course he does.
Certainly.
And probably takes a loaf of bread with him as well.
And great pickup. Great pickup, Roscoe.
Thieving 101. Ross, have a great day, mate, and keep getting that coal for us.
Hey, cheers, boys. I'm a D for life on your Swatter.
Even better.
What
Thanks,
a
mate.
star Ross the Miner is.
Now, please, Dan, please.
I don't like Ross.
No. Do you do that?
What's that? No, I don't do that. You serious?
No, I'll tell you what you would do. You go in with a 6-pack and drink 10.
That's it.
You may not take any out with you, but you'd be drinking more than you're taking.
I thought you were a nice bloke, Ox. I've now realised you've got a dark side.
No, I haven't got a dark side. I just don't like thieving.
Yeah, well, don't, mate. Ross has just come on this podcast and accused me of being a thief. You did last week.
No, you owned up to being a thief.
No.
We didn't accuse you. We wouldn't just come out and make stuff up.
Oh, we're running out of time. We've got to finish this.
The most amazing thing is the feedback was designed for us, but slowly the feedback is being more and more about Dan.
Oh, Ross has given me a whack in the end there.
And the other thing is too, when you
that wasn't on the run sheet.
When you turn 50, sometimes you're stealing grapes, you don't even know it. Because that's the other thing about memory.
Yeah,
and you were
right.
just talking about turning 50 before. I'm starting to have some memory lapses.
Oh, no.
I might be repeating myself a couple of times.
I think you
I
are.
might have done topics over and over and over again that I just don't realise I'm doing.
So, folks, the start of this podcast was very, very different. It was very different.
Well,
we had to stop it halfway through and start again because it was an episode 3 weeks ago.
Well, and 6 weeks before that. So, but that's okay. But you know the biggest thing though when you turn 50, it's just the creakiness of the body. It's getting out of bed. It's getting out of a couch. It's when you drive a car, just getting out of the car and doing that. And you're not as sure-footed.
No.
I used to have the surest of feet. I used to be able to walk on an uneven cobbled zone and walk with pride.
How often are you stuffing your toe these days?
And now I'm stuffing my toe. I'm walking like I'm wearing stilettos. Like I'm just hanging on for dear life. Thus, that's why I bought a pair of Ugg boots, because at least if I'm going to be walking, I'm walking comfortable
that makes
in
sense.
women's Ugg boots.
You do overestimate your ability as well when you turn 50. You look at things, you go, I can still do that.
Absolutely.
And then you realise,
I had a kick at the footy the other day with Coops, and I said, back.
How far did you get?
He was back to 30. Back! I reckon it was 35, and I was landing them just at his
You're
feet.
maxing out at 35?
I reckon it was 35.
How far? You could kick it 60 easy back in the day, couldn't
Well,
you?
I thought I still could.
That's amazing, isn't it?
The next day, after having 30 or 40 kicks,
How are you going?
honestly, it felt like someone had got the baseball bat and just smashed my legs.
It's just amazing.
Do you remember all the stuff we used to do?
Oh, mate.
Like
anything. You can do anything. You're Superman.
I was thinking about because I've bungee jumped twice.
Yeah.
Right? And it's the stupidest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
both times I'd had a couple of beers because there's no way I'm bungee jumping sober.
Just keeps on going.
How do they let you go on a bungee jump when you?
You reckon AJ Hackett in Bali's going to be breath over me? Excuse me, sir. Can you breathe into this? Anyway, so bungee jumping. I thought about bungee jumping again.
You did?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
My body would snap in half.
Yeah,
it would you just can't do the things you used to do. Like even lifting stuff. I used to think I was pretty strong.
Yeah.
A full wheelbarrow now is a bloody big effort. It's a bloody big effort. Chopping wood, you can't even do the same.
Yeah.
It's just the little simple, the simple things.
No,
and you know what? We're past our best.
Yep.
We cannot get back to our 20s and 30s.
Somehow we've just got to enjoy the journey down the toilet. Somehow.
What about sitting on the floor and you've got to get up off the floor? Do your knees?
Yeah,
I can't even kneel. I haven't been able to kneel down for a long time.
What about just throwing a ball? Like once upon a time, I could throw a ball so far.
I used to be able to skim a rock across Port Phillip Bay.
Now it feels like my shoulder's going to come out of its socket if I throw a ball.
I agree. Now I can't even throw it past a boat ramp. Like, seriously.
Hey, you got some feedback for us, Dan?
Oh, we do have feedback. Yeah, lots of it.
Come on.
So a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about death row meals, and online we have got like 50 people who've given some of this. So we just picked a few.
The funny thing about that, people think about that they're going to be on death row. It's not even so much about the meal, but it's something pretty cool to be on death row.
Yeah.
Well, I think it is. It's
cool to be on death row.
Well, it's the imaginary. I'm a bad man. I'm pretty tough. I'm on death row. I'm going to have Kentucky Fried Chicken, which I would have. Which I definitely have. Kentucky Fried Chicken and pale ale.
So we've got a few bits of feedback here. Jason from Brisbane, rump steak rare with cooked onions and garlic, mashed potatoes, mashed pumpkin, and string beans, washed down with two ice cold Cokes.
Yes.
And dessert, chocolate chip, chocolate ice cream and mud cake.
Yep.
Oh, Jace.
I'm hand in hand with you, Jace.
That's
bad. Magnificent.
What about Sam Peters from Kalara? Steak and a whiskey, please.
Yeah.
Simple and good.
That is very simple.
A little pepper sauce wouldn't hurt.
What are you having?
Me?
Yeah.
The Domino's pizza.
Oh, that's right.
You've said this
from America with the Canadian bacon. It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm going to eat 1,000 of them.
Yeah. Kai from Mount Barker has said ramen, good quality ramen like you get in Singapore and Japan, washed down with some whiskey sours.
I've never had ramen.
Yeah, either have I.
No.
What is ramen? Is ramen like...
Good luck to you.
Is it like noodles or something?
Yeah, noodles.
I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. Right. And Michael from Pennsylvania. Michael from Pennsylvania?
What?
Yeah.
He's not a Pennsylvanian in Australia, is he?
No, a lot of people listen to our podcast over in the
Pennsylvania?
States. Yeah. A lot of them do. Brad Hughes is. Two-time Australian Masters champion. He has listened.
Pennsylvania, they're known for...
That's where the Liberty Bell is.
Yeah, they're also known. They're also known for what are they called? Not dragons. What? Pennsylvania is where the people with the cloaks and...
That's Transylvania.
Transylvania.
Oh,
come on.
Well, what's Pennsylvania known for?
Philadelphia.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's Pennsylvania.
So Rocky?
Going up the steps.
Well, hang on. We're trying to figure that out, but why don't we just get Michael to message us and tell us?
Yeah, go on.
Good on him.
Yeah.
He wants a big bowl of Fruit Loops. Now, what about the most underrated breakfast cereal of all time is Fruit Loops?
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, as a kid it is.
No, it's not.
As a kid? Oh, you reckon it's rated?
No, it's terrible.
It's disgusting.
As a kid?
It's disgusting.
It's appalling.
Oh, please.
Cocoa Pops were much better.
100%.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Can we put up a poll? Can we put up a poll?
You're going to lose this one,
No,
big fella.
I'm not losing this poll. This poll is a guarantee Fruit Looper.
We will see.
Oh, what's your poll? What's your question?
What is better, Fruit Loops or Cocoa Pops as a kid?
As a kid. When you're a kid.
When you're a kid, was Cocoa Pops or Fruit Loops the go-to?
Mate, it's like a chocolate milkshake.
Only crunchy.
Please. It's so easy.
Come on.
Look, we could put the poll up or we could tell you the results right now, Ox.
No.
It's going to be Cocoa Pops.
Yeah.
Well, let's put it up.
Put the poll up.
Okay.
We'll
put the poll up.
You grape thieving mongrel.
What else we got?
I'm going to turn your mic off in a sec, Ox. From Kevin Hall, Marko. Yeah. I played Beacon Hills a few years ago and was looking for my ball. It was obviously not on the fairway. And there was a sign there that said, beware of quicksand.
At Beacon Hills? Come on.
Really?
Well, they're making it up.
If it was Sandringham, we'd understand. But not Beacon Hills.
Well, hang on. Beacon Hills is or Kevin is?
No, Kevin's making it up.
You can't
There's no such thing as quicksand. That's a fact.
Okay, all right.
Unless, of course, it's a Tarzan movie.
Yeah, Tarzan movie.
That's the only time.
Or a cartoon.
Ox, a few weeks ago, you talked about the dirtiest players in the AFL. You named a bunch of them. And Josh Johnston has written in and said, Ox, you wanted to kill Michael Long for his dirty hit on Simmons in the 2000 grand final. That is one of the dirtiest hits I can remember.
Yeah, it was bad. If that was today,
how many
he
weeks?
I think it'd be years.
He'd get his season.
I reckon he'd get it half a season.
So for people who didn't see that hit, can you explain what happened?
Michael Long cleaned up Troy Simmons. Troy Simmons was bending over to pick up the ball, as you're entitled to do, and Michael Long ran from about 60 metres. I actually missed it. I was actually on the other side of the ground. But he just cleaned him up and took his head out, knocked him out.
Could have killed him.
Yeah,
could have maimed him.
Troy reckons he wasn't right for weeks after that.
Yep.
Weeks. So it really, really hurt him. And if it was done today, and thankfully we protect the head now, but if it was done today, he would have got... I reckon it could have been one of the lengthiest suspensions of all time.
12 weeks.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
It's worse than Barry Hall's.
Oh.
It's worse than Barry Hall's king hit.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yep.
Any more?
Yeah, last bit of feedback here. This is a ripper. This is from before 0910. I went to E&S last week, guys, as a result of your podcast. I bought white goods for the kitchen, saved a fortune, better brands and cheaper prices than other retailers. That's absolutely true. Thanks heaps for the input.
No, it is good, and it's flying now, and they're getting more and more stuff down there at E&S. And if you don't know where we're talking about, it's in Melbourne, it's on Dandenong Road, and it's right opposite the biggest IKEA you've ever seen.
That's the clearance centre, which
That's
is
it's
an absolute ripper.
It's a ripper.
And how about Troy Parkinson's comment? See that one there, Ox?
Here he goes. And we won't be beaten on price.
Yeah, absolutely. Love it.
Clever.
That's some of the feedback this week, guys.
Right, it's time to spin the wheel.
And you wouldn't believe it. It's rocked up on Old Man Joke.
Old man jokes.
Old man jokes.
All right, it's my turn.
Old Man Jokes. What do you got, Marko?
All right, let me just have a quick look.
Come on.
Right, I go on.
Oh.
What's the secret to having a smoking hot body as a senior?
I don't know.
Cremation.
I like it. All right, folks. Keep moving, keep stretching, especially if you're over 50, and we'll
Don't
catch you
buy
next
those
week.
fat pills either.
No, they're going to work.
Okay.
I want to see the results.
Trevor Hendy, here we come.
Fun show, boys, and we've got to say thanks to Robbie and Paul at E&S Trading, whose new clearance centre in Melbourne on Dandenong Road in Clayton, right opposite IKEA, is going absolute gangbusters, and we're not surprised that the deals are really worth checking out. And a reminder, as we always do, don't forget to subscribe, and if you can rate and review us wherever you listen to podcasts, that's really helpful, as is sharing the pod with a friend too. That's how we keep it going. Couple of Blokes, Couple of Beers. Executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media. Sound design is Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com.